I've been in places where the phone just freaks out. And if this is a correct tracing, that is a testament to how good this running watch is. It is the end of the day. I'm about to run commute home. I'm gonna go pick up the girls today. I'm gonna run from my office to daycare and to school. I'm inside the office. We're moving today. The actual move happens tomorrow. I haven't showed you guys too much of this office, but this is more for me, just to show what it looked like on the last day. But we're gonna head outside. On my run home today, I'm gonna take the Garmin Vivo Smart 3 smartwatch that I got recently and put it through a torture test. I'm going to run down on the Riverwalk, which is not only in between some very tall skyscrapers, but it's below grade. Well, it's actually at grade, but it's like a story below, because there's like a underground road and then the regular road, which is technically a level up. But anyway, it's pretty much impossible to get a good GPS tracing down there. Everyone else that I've seen, even that has Garmin watches on Strava, their tracings just go bounce all over the place, even when they're going in a straight line. I want to see how this thing does. I did MapMyRun today to see how far I want to be. It's going to be about 6.25, so about 6.25 miles today. We'll see how close the Garmin watch gets. This whole Riverwalk area down here, it's all relatively new. I mean, some parts are older than other, maybe a year and a half, 2 years old, but only recently did it get connected all the way from the lakefront to down where I started, over by Wolf Point. Wolf Point is that point where the river that comes in from Lake Michigan and the part of the river that comes in from the northwest side meets downtown. It's the reason why a lot of Chicago symbols have a Y in it. It's that point. That's the point where my wife and I also got married many years ago. Up above me, that's just what's considered the regular surface street. We're down a level. That's how you would get, it's actually 2 levels up. That's how you would get from, say, Upper Wacker Drive to Lakeshore Drive. In the middle level, I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be a car impound lot. If your car ever got towed, the Chicago Loop, it would come somewhere over here. How one would ever actually get here, I have no idea.
Liquid blue and mine, so perfect in this alive. Liquid blue, liquid blue.
All right, I'm by Navy Pier. This point is about 4 miles from getting back home for me. And right now the GPS has me at about a little bit more than 2.1. So if this holds up, and that was I've already cut through some of the more difficult parts that I anticipated for the GPS tracing. So if it stays accurate the rest of the way, oh man, I'm gonna be super impressed. just finished a run. 6.25 miles. Just a little bit more than that. Let's see. 6.33 miles. That's pretty much the MapMyRun tracing on a dot. I am super impressed. If the tracing holds up, man, that is unbelievable. I was like under tunnels. I was below embankments. I was in areas where I've been with cars and they don't get satellite radio reception. And I've been in places where the phone just freaks out. And if this is a correct tracing, that is a testament to how good this running watch is.
I'm inside and I've had a chance to now look at the tracing for the Vivoactive 3 smartwatch on my run through downtown. Two things that I noticed. One, the tracing was very, very accurate after I got through that one really torturous part of the run. Through the loop, well actually I wasn't on the loop, I was actually just north of the loop, but as I was running along the Chicago Riverwalk, the tracing did get a little bit goofy. But something that I also noticed today is that someone that I follow on Strava also went for a run down through the Riverwalk. And so I'm going to put those two tracings up side by side on the screen so you can get kind of a comparison of what someone who's using, I think this person uses a phone to do their tracings or GPS run tracking versus what the Garmin Vivoactive 3 smartwatch does. So that being said, I think it's extremely accurate. It does an amazing job. The GPS radio in this thing, I think, is very, very impressive and something that I would trust. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about today is, hold on, let me make sure I have the name right. I got a comment from Daniel Thursfeld on my Vivoactive 3 unboxing video. And he's one of the people who has been most vocal about how much I was going to like having a smartwatch or a GPS watch for running. And thank you very much. You were absolutely right. But he also mentioned that you had to actually turn on GLONASS. Now, there's a GPS radio in this watch and a GLONASS radio. I don't know if radio is the right word. Transceiver is probably the correct term. But GPS is the American Global Positioning System satellite. GLONASS is a Russian system, higher orbit, higher signal. I had to go through my settings. It took me a while to find it. I had to really dig. It's not some of the menus are just not that intuitive. Digging through there, based on his suggestion, I was able to find that this watch was only using the GPS transceiver. So I've turned on GPS and GLONASS. They can both be used at the same time. So I'm gonna try the run again tomorrow and see if there's any difference.
Yo, what's going on?